Friends, lovers, Jim Sterling here, and if last week's episode was a no-holds-barred beatdown, and it was, this week is the knockout punch. This story is bigger than Brash. Brash, in fact, only has a walk-on part in this situation, because it turns out, especially if the companies involved are telling the truth anyway, this is quite a significant thing. And none of it would have come to light if they'd have just stopped emailing me. Advertisers, marketing companies, folks, I'm not interested. The Jimquisition doesn't run ads. The Jimquisition is supported by the viewers. It's on Patreon. I don't run ads. I don't do sponsored content. I don't do advertorial. Stop it, or things like this episode will keep happening, okay? Besides which, we already have a sponsorship deal locked down with Cornflakes and the Cornflakes Homunculus. Give it up for Kellogg's, everybody. Give it up. It's in pain. Let's talk about online casinos. Last episode they featured heavily as part of Brash Games' sad laundry list of shady behaviour, though this time we're going to take a more in-depth look at how gambling sites in particular seem to prey upon small to mid-sized blogs in order to cut a quick and innocent sounding sponsorship deal. After the exposure episode was published, I received a number of emails from game site managers who had been contacted in the past by marketing companies looking for paid product placement. Two companies in particular, Mediatop and ICS-Digital, were named as the bridge between video games editorial and these online casinos, contacting sites out of the blue to offer them opportunities regarding content placement. So simple, really, according to the marketers. What really struck me is that the emails looked a little familiar, and then I realised I'd been getting these exact same fucking messages, not just from the same companies, but the same individuals. Tamara Rinn of ICS-Digital and Barney Connell of Mediatop have contacted me not once, not twice, but multiple times in the past to try and get sponsored content on the Jimquisition, despite the contact page for my site quite clearly stating I accept no advertising or sponsorship of any sort. In the past, I'd completely ignored these emails, sending them to spam and trash because I've no fucking interest in commercials. But after digging one thread out of the trash, lo and behold, I find a chain of 3 emails from Tamara Rinn of ICS-Digital, and lo and fucking behold, she was asking me about promoting a goddamn casino on my website. I am working on a content campaign for a casino client and they are interested in placing a high quality article on your website, the Jimquisition. Do you accept article placement at all? We can collaborate on ideas for a topic that would suit your audience. Yeah. A little insulting, really, when you consider I got out of games media specifically to avoid the editorial compromise of this sort of shit. But I do appreciate that Tamara gave me examples of high-quality content in her email, actively outing 2 websites that have produced undisclosed advertorial under the guise of so-called quality content. The site Cultured Vultures gives us 3 alternatives to No Man's Sky. A whole 3, huh? That's really gonna strain the word count, isn't it? For absolutely no reason, the introductory paragraphs awkwardly name-drop 3 card poker tutorials found on 888casino.com. It's a cringe-inducingly desperate attempt to force the link into the article, but there's otherwise no disclosure. The only clue we have that this was paid-for content is the fact that the unnamed writer of said content is absolutely dreadful at masking their cynicism. Similarly, Phil Moria's Beyond the MCU Hulk vs. Iron Man compares a pair of Marvel heroes by, you guessed it, mentioning their presence in online casinos. Even more heavy on the advertorial than Cultured Vultures, Phil Moria liberally name-drops the gambling enterprise BGO with such clumsily written bullshit as this. Much like Hulk, Iron Man has a significant presence in the casino industry, with 4 different slot games available to play on the website of BGO, as well as on that of South American firm Mansion Casino, including the 50 payline Iron Man 2 reels. Slots featuring Marvel's beloved hero can also be found at Sky Casino. The latter company has a 5-reel 20 payline Avengers slot too. Ugh, it's fucking disgusting is what it is. Now, one thing that's not necessarily disgusting, but is worth discussing, is the rise in popularity of online casino websites. For example, Juicy Slot. They offer all sorts of exciting games that you can try at home. They're the current host of Pogs for Boglins, which is a really, really intriguing game, something I recommend you check out, see if you can win big there. These are things that have just been on my mind lately, completely unrelated to what we're talking about. Juicy Slots. Rightly curious about exactly how these deals go down, I decided to do a journalism and see about setting up my own negotiations with one of these companies. I emailed both Tamara and Barney to inquire about potential partnerships, and I'm pleased to say that Barney at Mediatop got back to me in a heartbeat. After revealing he'd been trying to contact me in the past, because of course he has, Barney told me I had the potential they seek, and that my statistics are great. He also said he admired my writing, which... come off it, mate. If you read the site, you'd A, never have contacted me to begin with, and B, you'd know full well the only reason I was contacting you was so I could do something like this. But anyway, enough of the insincere flattery, let's get to the art of this deal. So here's what you do if you want to make some sweet, sweet green from advertorial. Companies like Mediatop are paid by casino websites to find sites like mine. Well, not sites exactly like mine. Sites of around my low to middling size, who they hope might be naive or unscrupulous enough to sign up with them. To quote the sales pitch in all its spiel-flavoured majesty, I represent a casino client that pays to have their link embedded in an article written by the webmaster, or any writer if there's a team. This link helps in boosting my client's SEO. This is pretty much the only reason why we do these deals. Of course, the link has to be do follow in order for, as we call it, SEO Juice to take effect. Ugh. SEO Juice. Search engine optimization already makes my skin crawl, Barney. Did you have to make it juicy, Barney? Really, Barney? Barney, come on. Admires my writing. Bullshit! This certainly explains why the articles featuring these links often come across so awkwardly. They don't have to be about casinos or gambling at all, and let's be honest, nobody involved at this level really gives a flying fuck about them. Mediatop just wants its SEO juice, and the blogs pumping that juice just want money. Hence why we're getting awkward top threes about No Man's Sky and threadbare pamphlet tier write-ups of superhero vapidity. How would such an article work on the Jimquisition.com? I'll let Barney take over and explain once more. First off, the topic should be about something you like. If your site has categories, then it needs to be about a specific niche that your site offers. Since you don't have any particular categories, at least no visible ones, then the best topic I can suggest is writing about something you like. A game or a movie, and then add a casino equivalent of that topic. My client offers lots of games, and some of these feature Marvel and DC heroes. You can also write about the popularity of mobile games and also mention how casino industry is starting to make its way to the big league by offering apps instead of traditional browser platform gaming, making it more lucrative business. Making it more lucrative. I read that all how it was written, by the way, even though some of those sentences were really bad. I was informed I could either praise or criticise any aspect of the casino industry because nobody actually cares about the content. The content doesn't matter, so long as it gets enough traffic to generate that, and I've got to say it again, SEO juice. To me, it looks like a lot of awful bother that would severely compromise my integrity and render everything I write untrustworthy, but I must be in the minority. I was informed that Mediatop has inked over 5,000 of these deals in the past 2 years, specifically representing Casino.com and MansionCasino.com, both owned by the same company, Onac Limited in Gibraltar. And now, let's take a quiet moment to reflect on the fact that the owner of Casino.com is called Onac. Thought about it? Good. Let's run that idea into the ground. Here is a picture of an Oni. Here is a picture of an Oni's sack. Here's a couple of Oni just pounding it. And pounding it. And pounding it. Oh yeah, look at those Oni just pounding it. counting it. Now to the really naughty bit. Not only did the topic of disclosure not come up at all during any of Mediatop's offers, it was actively pointed out how the links to the casino websites should be masked. In fact, a typical 400-word article should contain not just the paid-for link, but 2 to 3 external links that are, and I quote, of no importance to the client, placed in the article for the express purposes of making the casino link less obvious to readers. Now, if you think that defeats the purpose, again, nobody involved cares about the content. It doesn't matter if you click on the links or not. The point is to perpetuate do-follow links across the web in order to give these casino sites more search engine prominence. Much like the prominence of, say, online casino websites, such as Juicy Slots, fun for the whole family. Not fun for the whole family. It's not for people under the age of 18, okay? If you are under the age of 18, don't tell your parents you're going on there. Juicy Slots. Interestingly, although ICS-Digital is a different company, its MO seems to be exactly the same. A quick glance at those advertorials we mentioned earlier has everything in place. The shitty couple 100-word articles, the important do-follow link, and several external links to thinly veil the scheme. And what do you think we'll find if we go to brashgames.co.uk and look under their infamous gambling tag? Well, you'd find nothing now because site owner Paul Ryan, not that one, deleted everything. But of course we still have all the archives, and they follow Mediatop and ICS-Digital's format fucking perfectly. Shitty article, clumsily inserted casino link, a couple of other links to camouflage it, and that, folks, is how I may not have ironclad proof Brash took money while lying about making nothing, but I do have what I consider demonstrable evidence of Paul Ryan, not that one, on the take and choosing not to disclose it. And I say right now, j'accuse, in fact, Brash Games of receiving money to generate SEO Juice for casinos. I am saying that is quite literally what it's done, and if I'm wrong on that, Paul, sue me. Use your casino money. And for the viewers, I know exactly what you've all been expecting. You've been waiting for the John Oliver style, "That's exactly what we did" moment, where I reveal I took money from Mediatop in order to write an article slagging off Mediatop, and I'd like to say that's what I did. In fact, that was exactly my endgame when I was talking with Big Fan Barney. However, I simply couldn't make myself do it, not least for the fact that the deal was worth, and this is probably the saddest part of the whole story, $100. For the price of a fucking Steam Greenlight submission, I could sell out my dignity and cash in the respect of my audience, and even for a joke, I couldn't do that. Even if I just went ahead and donated the money to charity, which, fuck it, I'll just do that. Yeah, today I'm just gonna give the $100 I could have earned from them to a charity. What a good one. Name some good charities in the comments and I'll pick one I like. And I'll do that today. Thank God for worthy causes. And fuck online casinos, the ones that have really been rising in prominence lately. If you look at the market, it truly has expanded. It's an incredible thing to think about. They use apps now, I don't know if you've heard about that, but you can actually win big money just by using apps on your mobile phone. How incredible is that? That's something we've been looking at, especially with JuicySlots.com, where you can play up to 500 games that are fun for everybody. Again, make sure you're over 18, or if you're not over 18, just lift the credit card from your dad's wallet. It's actually a pretty easy thing to do. Your dad's gonna be sleepy. As dads get older, they get sleepy. They get their midlife spread going, they slow down. He's gonna be a sleepy boy. When he was younger, yeah, you'd have a lot of trouble pinching a fiver from his pocket. But if you want to rifle through his wallet while he's asleep now after work, really try and pick a stressful day, you can pick that up with tensions in the house. It's not gonna be pleasant for you as a child to pick up on those tensions, but your artful dodger sense is gonna tingle. It's worth pointing out, of course, that sponsorship has become something of a necessary evil in games media. Ads are just not making money anymore. Ad blockers and the general shittiness of online advertising have made it less and less viable an option for any blog, any website trying to make money doing what it does. Some sites try to emulate the giant bomb model, have a subscription service, but most of those failed. They either couldn't get enough people to sign up for them, and often where if they could, they couldn't produce enough quality content to be worth subscribing to. That's been a big struggle. And many sites have found that advertorials, sponsored posts, just running ads alongside their editorial has been the way to make some reliable dosh, and I don't begrudge them that. But, as I've said many times over the years, disclosure is king, and if you're not disclosing, even if it's obvious what you're doing, people are not going to react well to it. If you're honest and open and upfront, you can normally get a bit more leeway. Normally. We're going to delve further, I think, into the topic of sponsorship. It's something that is personal to me. Obviously, it's one of the big reasons I left the games media, the traditional games media sphere, to go and do my own thing. So it's something I want to talk about, especially with regards to outlets I've worked with before. We'll look into that at some other point, but this is getting very dry and serious, so let's just say big wobbly cocks, and thank God for me. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jim Sterling here with another life hack for ya. We've been talking about online casinos, but did you know there's a special little hack you can do with casinos? Don't use an online one, go to a real one. If you go to somewhere like, say, the Beau Rivage in Biloxi, which is my personal haunt, you go over there, right? You go to the bar area. They've got little slot machines built into the bar. There will be lots of old women there. Don't give in to social stigma. Go over there, put in like $10, and then just press the button very, very slowly while the bar person hands you free drinks constantly. You'll have drunk more than $10 worth, stagger out a winner. You may not have won the big prize, but you won at life and getting drunk for free, even if it's all old women there. That's apparently the stereotype. But if I did things based on whether or not old women did them, and I chose not to do things old women did a lot and were known for, I wouldn't have so many dildos. So that's my life hack for today. Life hack, roll the dice! I've got to pick those up. Hold on. Where's the D8? No. God damn, I need these for D&D. Where's the D8? Go.